Alright, today you're going to learn the hook. The hook is quite a simple move. Basically what you're doing is you're swinging the rope, you're letting it wrap around your arm, kind of close to the elbow, and you're bringing your arm up like a flex, and then once it's up, you throw it to the back, and you swing it back to the front. So I'll break down the moves. So first of all, orientation. So right now, underhand is north, as it always is with the cardinal rules. I'm facing east and I'm doing a propeller. My right hand is below my left hand. And what's going to happen is my right hand is going to come out further forward and my left hand is going to stay close to my right elbow. The rope will wrap around. So that's step number one. Right? So from your propeller, let it wrap. Step number one. Number two, as it wraps, it's going to come up, right? So before it wraps around a second time, as it comes up, you throw it to your back. That's step number two. Step number three, now that you've thrown the rope to your back, you're gonna let it continue to swing up, and as it comes up, you wanna bring it back to the front. So like so, up and then back to the front. So what you'll notice is the left hand isn't doing much work, it's just staying here, and your right hand is the one that's doing the work. So if you remember how to do the high whip out, basically, your right hand is doing the high whip out movement here. So you're going down and then palm up, facing forward, and then kind of like flicking it back. You may wonder, is there an overhand variation of this? Because as you start to learn this hook, you may start with like, okay, I'm underhand this way. But technically, if I'm facing the right, that's an overhand. So there's no real like whether or not this is an underhand movement or an overhand movement. But I tend to label it as an underhand movement because when you learn it, it feels a bit more underhand when you're facing this way. But when you turn towards your right, this technically is an overhand hook on your left side, and then you're bringing it back to the right side, right? So I'm going to show you from the front. You can see some of the differences. So from the front, if I'm doing underhand, it's going to look like this. Underhand, and then bringing it to my right side. But if I'm facing you, and I'm doing underhand that way, it's the same thing, but now it's overhand. And you can combine overhand hooks to get this kind of rotational exercise where you're twisting your back a bit more. So you're going from the left side to the right side. Basically, it's like alternating arm wraps. That's why we start with the arm wrap first. With the arm wrap, your arm is a bit lower. And the key thing that you want to remember is when you go from left to right, you're switching which hand is coming out forward. So when I'm on my right side, my left hand comes out, and then go to my left side, right hand comes out. Wrap, push over, wrap, push over, right? So you will want to start with the arm wrap if you haven't already learned that. But then the difference with the hook then is your arm comes a bit higher instead. Instead of just going like this, you're going like this to push, like this to push, 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 all right? So that's alternating hooks. And then beyond that, you can actually start to do more of an elbow wrap where you have the rope, instead of wrapping around your arm here, you have it closer to your armpit so that it will come over like this. So both ends will come over your arm here. And this turns into the wax off move that Team Shift does, like this. This is just on both sides. So to get used to that, basically you start with your swings. So I'm going to show it from the side. So I'm going to show from the side. To get used to that, it's kind of like a hook, but instead of your left hand coming to your right elbow, you come closer to your right armpit, and you want to lift your arm up a bit more so that both the ropes will come over and wrap around here, right? Because if you have your arm out too far forward, what's going to happen is this rope will wrap around here, but this other length will come across the side of your hand, and you don't want that happening. You want both the ropes to come over like this, So both over, and then the same movement. Basically, once they start to wrap, you push it over to the other side. And then once you've pushed it over to the other side, your left hand is the one that's already coming forward over here. As it continues to unwrap, you bring your left hand out. So I'll show it from the front, and you might be able to see it a bit better. So swing, wrap, push over, and then as it's coming up, show that again, wrap, right? And then do the same with the other side. So wrap, step over, wrap, and then you step over, and then you bring your right leg over, step over, left leg over, return to neutral, right leg over, return to neutral, left leg over. So that's how you get used to it. You can make it more of a movement where instead of just returning to neutral, stepping over, returning to neutral, stepping over, you can actually like step and walk as well if you'd like to. But I don't have enough space over here to show that.